Sorry for today. We have so many glitches. Please bear with us. Okay. Many Nigerian business owners don't realize they are already breaking the law, not because they want to, but because the rules keep changing. If you run a business in Nigeria, whether in tech, ICT, e-commerce, healthcare, education, real estate, agribusiness, or a service firm, this session will show you the easiest way to stay compliant in 2025 and 2026. Avoid penalties and build a business that regulators and investors trust. I'm Taiwo from Taisha Associates, and today we are simplifying SME compliance in Nigeria, especially with the new tax reform. Stick around because I'll share a practical business compliance checklist you can start using immediately. Let's face it, compliance can feel overwhelming. Between Federal Inland Revenue Service, Corporate Affairs Commission, State Internal Revenue Services, Pension Commission, National Housing Fund, Industrial Training Fund, National Health Insurance, Nigerian Social Insurance and Trust Fund, and now electronic invoicing. Many small business owners don't even know where to start. But here is the truth. Compliance doesn't have to be complicated. It just needs structure. And that's exactly what we'll cover in this session. By the end of this session, I expect you will understand what compliance really means for Nigerian small and medium enterprises, the key government agencies you must register or report to, how good bookkeeping and accounting help you stay compliant, and lastly, a simple system to keep your business compliant all year round. Why compliance matters? Why compliance matters? First, why should you even care about compliance? Because non-compliance is expensive. It can lead to heavy fines and penalties, business closure or license suspension, loss of investor trust or funding opportunities, and of course, lastly, tax arrears that keep piling up. But beyond avoiding penalties, compliance builds credibility. It shows your business is professionally managed, and that makes banks, investors, and even clients take you seriously. Think of compliance as your business reputation with regulators. The practical business compliance checklist. The practical business compliance checklist. Now, let's go over a quick and practical business compliance with the you can excuse me. Now let's go over a quick and practical business compliance checklist you can apply immediately. Step 1, business registration and updates. Make sure your company or business name is properly registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission and that all directors' details are up to date. That means you must ensure that you are filing your annual returns. I always tell people that the moment you incorporate a company, you should know you have obligations to Corporate Affairs Commission. Step 2, tax registration and filing. Every business must have a tax identification number and register with the Federal Inland Revenue Service for value-added tax, company income tax, or even personal income tax, depending on your structure. Under the new Nigerian tax reform, electronic filing and invoicing are now compulsory for many small and medium enterprises. This means your bookkeeping must be accurate and timely. Step 3. State tax obligations. Don't forget your state internal revenue service. For example, PAYE remittance for your staff and annual returns, which always happen between January and March of every year. That is filing for the year preceding. Step 4. Pension and social contributions. If you have employees, you are required to register with PENCOM, NSITF, Nigeria Social Insurance and Trust Fund, Industrial Training Fund, and in fact, National Housing Fund. Even small businesses with as few as 3 staffs are now being monitored more closely. Step 5. Bookkeeping and accounting system. Here is where most SMEs fail. Without accurate books, you can't file correct returns, track deductible expenses, or respond to tax audits. So, maintain monthly bookkeeping. Record every sale, expense, and payment. And of course, there are tools that can help you in doing this. Tools in terms of your common Excel or Google Sheets, and in fact, cloud-based accounting system can really help you. Step 6. Annual filings and renewals. Annual filings and renewals. Don't wait until deadlines approach. Set reminders for annual returns with CAC, as I mentioned earlier, Federal Inland Revenue Service, and of course your sector regulators. Whether you are in healthcare, education, or in real estate. The link between compliance and bookkeeping. Here is the secret most entrepreneurs miss. That is, compliance starts with record keeping. You can't comply with what you can't measure. When your records are organized, filing your tax returns becomes easy. Your auditor can review your books faster, and you avoid double taxation. At Taisha Associates, we help small and medium enterprises build compliance from the ground up with proper bookkeeping, tax planning, and advisory, so you never miss a deadline again. Let's quickly talk about the new tax reform. What changed for SMEs? Under the new Nigerian tax reform, several changes affect SMEs directly. Electronic invoicing, e-invoice for VAT compliance, e-invoice for value-added tax compliance. Tax deduction validations. You must prove business expenses. Stricter audit trail requirements for payroll and remittances. Then, of course, digital platforms, especially e-commerce and tech startups, are now on the Federal Inland Revenue's radar. So, if you are in tech, e-commerce, or professional services, you can't afford to be casual about compliance anymore. The simplest way to stay compliant: keep good records, file on time, get professional support. So, in rounding up, here is your takeaway. Compliance doesn't have to be stressful. With the right bookkeeping system and a trusted accounting partner, you can sleep peacefully knowing your business is compliant and ready for growth. If you like a free SME compliance assessment or help in setting up your bookkeeping system, book a session with us at Taisha Associates. We help you identify your compliance gaps and fix them fast and affordably. Don't forget to like, share, and follow for more practical insights. And also, if you are watching on YouTube, subscribe to our channel and click the bell so that you can always be updated by our tips, not only on SME compliance in Nigeria, but on bookkeeping and tax planning. I'm yours faithfully, Taiwo from Taisha Associates, helping you stay compliant, organized, and